Hello guys and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys how to host a Minecraft server with the mod Modflared. Just a tip though, you will need a domain, which means that it isn't free unless you can figure out how to get a domain for free. But if you don't have a domain, then don't watch this video. Just use E4MC or Essential Mod. Now let's get straight into it. So first you guys have to make an account in Cloudflare and set up your domain and stuff. But once you're done with that, you should come to this page. Once you're at this page, just ensure that your Mixplot or whatever domain is set up. And for me, I don't really need to finish it because it's just a tutorial. But for you guys, you need to finish setting it up. To actually open up to the internet, you need to go to Zero Trust. On the left side, there'll be a side that says Networks. Go down and click Tunnels. In Clear, click Add a Tunnel. And then click Select Cloudflare. You want to name your tunnel whatever you want. I'm just going to name it MC Server. Go Save Tunnel. You want to run a connector. For macOS, you have to run this command in Terminal, or you can just run this to make it turn on every time you turn your PC on. What these commands do is they basically start up the server, allowing the tunnel to be on. So every time you want people to connect to your server, you need to run this command in Terminal, or just it'll do this every time you turn it on. If you're on Windows, you just want to run this in Command Prompt as Administrator. Then you want to go to Next. This is the domain in which you will be able to play and join. So for the domain, pick your domain, and the subdomain is also required to join your server. So I'm just gonna pick like game or something. So for people that join your server, they need to type game.mixplot.com or game or whatever subdomain you choose .domain, whatever domain you have, and then you need to type that into the multiplayer server address. Now for the service section, the type is TCP and the URL is localhost:25565. It's important that it's 25565 because if it isn't, then you need to also change something in the server properties of your server. But if you don't want to open it on this port, you can choose a different port. Now what you want to do is save the tunnel. I already have a tunnel with this name, so it won't work for me, but if it's your first time doing this, then it should work. Now, what you want to do, after saving it, you want to go to the connectors page, or you can just click Edit on your tunnel. You want to copy this token and run it in Terminal or whatever. Now people should be able to join your server. So let's talk about actually setting up the server now. Alright, so to start with making your server, you're going to want to search up Fabric Server and go to this Minecraft server launcher. So from here you can choose whatever Minecraft version you want. I'm just going to put 1.1.5 and the loader version and installer version. I suggest keeping this 1.0.3. You can either download the jar and just put it into a folder, and you should make this folder. I'm just going to name this folder something like server, or server like MC server. That's great. And remember, it has to be Fabric because Modflared is a mod. I'm not sure if the Forge launcher will work and how to make a Forge server, but I know how to make a Fabric server, so that's what we're doing. So I'm actually going to use the command to download it, but you can just download the jar and drag it in. Boom. Now we have the jar. Now what you're going to do is you can run this command. So copy this, right click on this and click New Terminal Folder, and then type that in. What that should do, it should create a bunch of folders and whatnot on here. So what you want to do is you want for that to run and all the folders to be created. Once you reach here, it should say failed to load eula.txt. So what you do, you open this. I suggest using VS Code, that's what I use. And you want to change this to true. And then you want to just save that, and you can rerun it. Let me just... Now what you do, you just gotta wait for the world to generate, as you see here, and it should generate a bunch more files, and then spawn area should be prepared, and now it's done. So now your computer is hosting the world. and it's hosting with 2 gigabytes as shown here. If you want to have a GUI, you can remove this no GUI part as well. That's another thing. You're going to have to run this command every time you want to start the server. So you have to run this command and also run the Cloudflare tunnel command. Now let's talk about what I was talking about changing the port and stuff. So I'm just going to terminate this process. If you change the port from 25565 to something else, you want to open server properties, scroll down to query port, and you want to change this to whatever port it was. And you also want to change the server port to whatever port it was. And another little tip, if you want to have cracked clients join your server, you need to find the thing that says online mode, so here, and change that to false. Other than that, you can change all the commands you want, like allowing flight, nether, and broadcasting, whatever. So that's the thing, and you can also create forced resource packs. Not that you have that done, you just want to open up your Cloudflare tunnel and this, and once this is up, your friends should be able to join you. And to add mods, you just put mods in this folder, and that's basically it. Just make sure that both the server and the client have the Modflared and share the same mods, or else you won't be able to join each other.